It's always a pleasure to be here on Soccer Bites and Nairabet television. My name is George Essien, and as always, the pundit, Shegun Agbede, is here as well.
George, it's been a while.
Been a while.
It's been a while. Been a while.
But we've been monitoring things and
Yeah.
keeping track of all the situation. One of such is the big one, the make or break. I don't know if we'll see it as that, make or break. The Super Eagles have to beat Zambia to qualify.
For me, it's make or break. I mean, we still have a game after that.
Yes, we do.
I mean, we're still away to Algeria. But if we don't beat Zambia, then it comes a big if. We have 10 points, they have 7 points. A draw, funny enough, a draw is not necessarily a bad result. That will give us,
yes, it's not bad.
that will give them us 11 points and give them 8 points.
8 points.
Then we just have to match the results against Cameroon. But you see, we've already started calculating. In fact, maybe I should bring out the calculator. But we beat them, it's done and dusted. And, I was saying earlier on the Sports Zone, is that if we're writing a script, for what you have to do to get to the World Cup, from when the group was announced, it's like we're ordained to go to Russia.
There.
Because first things first, the way the draws were, we played ostensibly the weakest on paper away from home.
That's right.
And we went there. It's not turned out that way. I mean, Zambia have surprised a lot of people.
That's true.
But we went there, we beat them,
We beat
which
them.
was a fantastic result. Then we beat Algeria, which, as we discussed before we came on air, literally took the sails out of Algeria's. I mean,
That's right.
it took the sails out of the.
And they just came crumbling down.
They came crumbling
to
down.
all comers.
And then, most importantly, we beat Cameroon
Yeah.
soundly.
Well, I was in Yaoundé, it'll be a tall order to beat Cameroon at home. But that's where we should have sealed it.
Well, we should have. We should have. And I will I'll never blame Ikechukwu Zema for conceding the penalty. It was his fault, yes. But he also kept us in the game to have lost it. But I think the Eagles were not as ruthless as they should be in front of goal. The ruthlessness of the spirit in Uyo, they were, that game for me was a 2-3-0 game. They had scored a second game. The Cameroons would have
There was a lot of support as well from the fans.
There was,
The governor promised $10,000
for each
goal.
goal.
So
But you know what? That's a close chapter.
it is close.
It means that the Zambia, there's a lot riding on. The Zambians, in fairness to them, did what they had to do.
They did.
They went away, beat a very, very poor Algerian Constantine. So but it's all down to us. As I said, if we cannot beat Zambia in Uyo, then hey,
The Zambians are taking it to. We earlier heard they were going to Spain, but now we hear they're in Ghana. They'll be camping, and then we'll be heading down to Nigeria in a few days.
yeah, they're coming in on Wednesday.
Yeah, Nigeria, on the other hand, we have to wait until all our players finish, their club assignments, and then we assemble. Meanwhile, the Zambians have actually, the bulk of them have stayed together for a while now.
Yeah, because they're domestic, they're home based, and that's one of the reasons why I've always been a believer in having a decent contingent from the NPFL. People
But
sneak
we
up.
have the chance squad. Should they have been like in the camp, like in the World Cup camp, preparing?
Well, the chance squad were because of the scheduling differences. They just completed the chance was just completed Waffle, where they did reasonably well. Unfortunately, they kind of collapsed the final against Zambia, but hey, they got to the final anyway. So hopefully, Salisu should be able to take maybe the bulk of those players with some inclusions and work on them, possibly to go back to Ghana, because the stories emanating that it's true that Kenya has been stripped of those, but it might go back to Ghana, which will make
Well,
it.
that means that Morocco might likely take up the Nations Cup as well.
Well, Cameroon hasn't been stripped officially yet, but in a year that has, I call
Anyway,
it added
that's
for them. That's
story.
their business.
That's another story, though. But there's no outfield player named in the main lists. We just have the alternate players, 2 players from Aqua United.
I'm not going to quibble with it, because for me it's all about Zambia now.
Okay.
Let him, in fairness to him, after the debacle against South Africa,
Yeah.
where in fairness he was without at least 4 of his key players, he's got all his players back, they're fit, ready to go. He knows what he wants to do, so it's all about concentrating. I'm not going to quibble about home-based players now. It's all about beating Zambia, because you make a very, very good point
That's right.
that the bulk of their squad, in fact, they're just expecting a couple of foreign-based players, so that means they've been training. But with the familiarity that these boys have, the fact that they spent like a week together, spanning before the Cameroon game in New York, the Cameroon game, in Nigeria, then traveled, got a reasonably decent result. In fact,
Very decent.
so they know what they have to do.
Do you think Raw would have a selection headaches in the goalkeeping area now that Daniel Agbe is back?
Well, left to me, I'd
Stick with
I'd,
IK?
I'd stick with him. He was voted the goalkeeper of the tournament in the WAFA in WAFU. I'll stick with him. He's hungry. He's hungry. He's really out there.
Well, in spite of the goals he considered in the final.
Well, of the goals, 3 weren't his fault. Only one was the hit and another on the strength back pass, which was intercepted. So he can, if you're only as good as the defense in front of you. People like to crack a joke about Peter Cech. That Peter Cech before he left Chelsea looked impregnable. Then when when he started learning how to pick the ball out of the net with recent regularity. So that's how it is.
So you feel the defenders definitely should be able to cover. You go for IK Zenwa.
Yes, I definitely go for it.
Out of Daniel Agbe and Dele Ajiboye. Alan Paso was named in the alternates, list. But so did you expect he would take that choice ahead of Dele Ajiboye?
Well, I'm happy that he's down. I used to query Alan Paso's inclusion in the first place, that he's not playing in a top flight club, blah blah blah. But I had a conversation with Joseph Tosu, Atlanta '96 gold medal winner, and I have so much respect for Joseph. He used to be a colleague of mine at Supersport. And when I asked him that which of the current Super Eagles goalkeepers is most like him in style, in technique, and all, he said Alan Paso. Yes, and so
no wonder he keeps getting invited, even though he doesn't have the opportunity.
Do you understand? So his height so there's potential there. So
okay.
And one last thing, a fantastic story would be the likes of Kelechi Iheanacho and Alan Paso go to Russia. I mean, that is what age grade football is all about. Under 17, under 20, then you graduate to
and all that. That's good. Let's go to the defense right now. Look at the defenders invited. Regulars, save for the man from Kasimpasa, Kenneth Omero, who is choosing to get married during this international window.
Well, he wasn't invited in the last.
Yeah, he wasn't invited.
So I guess he kind of anticipated he wasn't going to be invited.
What do you think?
To be honest with you, Kenneth can play right back. He can play. I don't understand why he doesn't get a call up. I think I pick Kenneth Omero over Chigozie Awazian, for instance.
Okay.
I have nothing against Awazian. I'm just taking an example, but because Kenneth has been there, done that. He's hugely experienced. Nations Cup winner, went to the World Cup in Brazil. Still a young lad, So I don't know.
Is it because of his consistent loan spell? He's a Chelsea player, but can't seem to.
It's possible, and it's possible, and there's a measure of inconsistency. But as I said, for now is really not the time to quibble with it. If you notice, when the coaches say it passed by with active, nobody really cares. I said it in the when the score was announced for the game against Cameroon. Even if Ganatua decided to bring back Chief Shegun Odegbami and Chairman Christian Chukwu to play center, and we win. I don't care. It's all about 90 minutes against Zambia.
All right, William Ekong definitely.
Second, Balogun,
Balogun, and Abdullah Ishu.
Apparently, I hear good things about Olaino.
Olaino as well.
Yeah,
he hasn't had the opportunity to play.
Yeah, he's not. But I heard in training. Apparently, John Ogu says if Olaino ever has the opportunity to play, to get a shirt that is going to be possible to get that shirt up, he's going to keep it. Uchiagbo, squad member. Elderson. I can say Elderson is hugely experienced. Hopefully, he's getting more of a run inside in Turkey now. And he acquitted himself well in both legs against the Cameroonians. So, I've been a bit worried about his position, about his ability to join the attack, and to give enough support. Because in modern football, your left fullback is a left fullback, a wing back, and a left winger. It's 3 in 1. Because if you want to overload the attack, you have to have your fullback charging up.
He has to be very pacey.
He has to be pacey to do that. He used to be able to do that back in the day. But as I said, it's like one game. You just need to get the very best out of him.
All right.